Hello guys, it's been long. I haven't done any video. Today I'm going to review about this motor driver. This is some REES52. That's the company or the provider like for this motor driver shield. They're not the manufacturer. They're just selling it in Amazon. So it's quite handy, and you can operate up to like 30 amperes according to the specs. I was using a DC battery, car battery. So like previously I was using the same car battery using some other motor driver, but the thing is I probably burnt 2 or 3 motor drivers because of the high amperes of the DC battery. And this can actually handle. It can actually handle the amperes, and this works exactly fine. And there are no any specifications or anything according along with this, like you will not get any manual on. So if you want to know how it works, I'll help you out. Like I will explain each and every single pins, and how you can work out with your motor. And so this could be helpful if you are trying to do some projects. So let me turn my camera to the motor driver. Okay, here it is. So these are the pins, like V in, ground, motor plus, motor minus. That you can give however you want, as the DC motor doesn't have any polarity. And 12 volt output. This is optional if you want to power up any 12 volt systems, like you can do it. And there are 2 grounds, PWM1 and PWM2 enable. PWM is nothing but pulse width modulation, if you are aware of. Basically you can control the speed of the motor like by altering the PWM1. And I tried using Arduino with this. Like as usual, we use that L298N motor driver. Like we'll give a pulse from the Arduino to the motor driver and it works fine. But over here it doesn't happen like that. What you have to do is connect it to the power supply. Probably it should be higher, like 12 volts power supply ground, then connect it to the motor, whichever motor you are using. This can handle up to 450 watts. So if you're using a 350 watt motor, then this heatsink is not required. So but for safer side, let it be. So you can use up to 450 watts. And what you have to do is, after making the connections, there is the ground terminal. From the ground terminal, give a pulse to any of these, PMW1 or PMW2, to turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. So that will work just fine, because the high and low signal should have required amperes of current. But the amperes of current whichever you obtain from Arduino is just not sufficient. If you still want to use Arduino and work it out, then you can use an Arduino. Then you can use relays. So you can give the pulse for the relays, and the relays, like for the relay you are supposed to give separate battery connections for that. So that you can do from the Arduino. You can use the relay, and then you can use the motor driver, and that can control the motor. So currently it's quite messy, so better don't mind. This was the motor I was just working on, like few of my some of my projects. So this is, as you can see, it is 20 ampere rating, 300 rpm after reduction, and 350 watts. So this motor was working just fine. So there's no issues with it. I can guarantee this works properly if you're connected properly. So this is the battery which I was using, and I'll actually show you the cold cranking amperes of this. Yes, the cold cranking amperes is 320. So probably according to the formulas and other things which I have referred to convert it to amperes, it will be somewhere nearly like 30 amperes or something like that, 32 amperes, ampere hour, something like that. I'm exactly not sure about the numbers, but the plus side or the positive side is this works just fine. I'm actually very happy about this, since I was looking for a motor driver which is capable to handle the amperes of such big batteries. So, and that is what I wanted to tell you. And if you have any doubts or queries like regarding the connections or anything, feel free to leave a comment and I'll definitely respond. Thank you. I'm Devaya signing off.